This is problem number 6 from section 8.2. It says apply the distance method to find the area of the lot in the figure to the nearest square foot. They give us this lot. They want to know what's the area of this whole lot. And you can see it's kind of an odd shape, but essentially there's a couple of formulas that can help us solve this. So we're going to use these formulas to find the area. First of all, there's Heron's formula. Now Heron's formula says, and keep in mind K is the total, K is the area. So I should have wrote that on there, but K is the area, and K equals the semi-perimeter times the semi-perimeter minus A times the semi-perimeter minus B times the semi-perimeter minus C. So this Heron's formula will give you the area for like one triangle. And then we're just going to take the area we get from each triangle and add those areas up, and that will be our total area. So it's actually it's a fairly simple problem because we have the formulas. We just need to take the formulas, use them, take the areas, add them up, and we get our answer. So then we need to bring in, what is S? Well, S was the semi-perimeter, I said. Well, you can come up with the semi-perimeter from using the S equals 1/2 A plus B plus C. So what we need to do is we need to go through and find the semi-perimeters for each triangle. Well, let's go ahead and do that. So we're going to start by finding, we're going to call this triangle 1, triangle 2, triangle 3. So for triangle 1, I'm just going to say semi-perimeters. Semi-perimeters for triangle 1. Well, for triangle 1, we're going to say that we have S equals 1/2, and we'll call whichever way, let's just label these. We'll say for this one, we're going to say this is A, we'll call this B, and I might label these on the inside. This is A, this is B, and this is C. I'm going to label these on the inside just so for each triangle we can keep track of what's A, what's B, what's C. So I'm going to cross this one out. So this side's A, so that's 101 plus B, which is 180, plus C, which is 129. Put that in the calculator. $129, and then we take it times 1/2, and we get 205 for our semi-perimeter. Okay, for number 2 then, let's do the same thing. Now, for number 2, we're going to label these. I'm going to label, just for the sake of, because they share it, we'll say this is B again. This is B, same side. And we'll call this A and C. So A is 118 plus B, which is the 180, plus C, which is the 194. Plug those in. 118 plus 180 plus 194. Divide by 2, 246. And then for triangle 3, I'm gonna label this because this was C here. I'm gonna label this one C as well. We're gonna call this one A and this one B. So S equals 1/2. And then we're gonna say that this is 73 plus 146 for B, plus 194 for C. Add those up. And we get 206.5. Okay, we've got our semi-perimeters, and now we're going to go through and we're actually going to find our areas for each triangle. Remember, instead of using the semi-perimeter formula now, we're going to use the Heron's formula. So we're going to use our semi-perimeter numbers here, right? So for each triangle, we're going to use 205 a bunch to figure out what the area is. So let's go areas for each triangle. So for triangle 1, we're going to say that K equals the root of, and remember we're doing triangle 1, so triangle 1 had S as 205, so that's 205, parenthesis, 205 minus A, which A is 101, right? And then 205 minus B, which was 180. And then finally, 205 minus, I'm going to slide over just a little bit, C, which is 129. So let's plug all that in the calculator. If I simplify this just a little bit, let's simplify a little bit. That'd be 205 times 205 minus 101, that's 104, times, that'd be 25, times, let's see, 71, 76. So now I can put that in the calculator and I get K equals, so 205 times 104 times 25 times 76, and then I do the root of this in the calculator, and it gives me 6,364.6. Now, I think it says round to the nearest integer as needed. So if we round to the nearest integer, I think we're going to say that that's 6,365. Now remember, that's just the area, so that'd be feet squared. That's just the area for triangle 1. So now we got to do triangle 2. Let's do triangle 2 here. I'll slide over just a bit. All right, triangle 2. Triangle 2, we know S is 246 here. So we're going to say that this is K equals root, and we're going to have 246 for S. 246 minus A is 118 for this triangle. 246 minus B, which is 180. And 246 minus C, which is the 194. So we simplify that a little bit, and we get root 246 times 246 minus 118, 128. 246 minus 180, 66, times 246 minus 194. So that's 52. So K equals, if I multiply these together, 246 times 128 times 66 times 52. And then we do the second square root, second answer. And I get, for that triangle in the middle, this is 10,395.5 feet squared. So I round that, that's 10,396, remember, to the nearest foot, feet squared. Now I'm going to do finally number 3. Let's see if I can fit this. Let's go ahead and write number 3 here, and I think I can fit this. I'm going to slide this up just a little bit for a second. Yeah, let's slide it up. Just for number 3. So for number 3, I'm going to get k equals root, and this is 206.5, so 206.5 times 206.5 minus a in our case, and Heron's formula is covering that up, but that's minus 73. And we'll have 206.5 minus b in our case, which is 146. And then 206.5 minus c, which was 194. So we do some simplifying there. 206.5 minus 73, 133.5. So we get root 133, 206.5 times 133.5 times 206.5 minus 146. That's 60.5. And do 206.5 minus 194. That's 12.5. And now we multiply all that in the calculator. So 206.5 times 133.5 times 60.5 times 12.5. Double check I put it in right. Enter. Do the root of that. That gives you 4,565.97. I'm going to round that then to 4,566 feet squared. So for 2 and 3, I'm going to write these up here. So 1, 2. Remember, we need to add 1 plus 2 plus 3 will give us the total. So area 2 was 10,396. Area 3 is 4,566. So we just need to slide down a little bit, see what area 1 is. Area 1 was, I'm going to kind of circle these so we can see them. Slide that up a little bit. You can see 4,566, 10,396. And then this was a 6,365. So we're going to do 6,365. Add those up and you'll get your total. So the total equals 6,365 plus 10,396 plus 4,566. Total area for this object, 21,327 feet squared. And that's the answer to the total area of that shape there. And remember, we're using Heron's formula. Go ahead and throw that out there. Heron's formula with the semi-perimeter to find that.